final destination.
All skulls on.
No odd job. Slappers only. Master, the battery in your cell phone is nearly depleted. By my calculations, you are currently listening to a podcast called Slappers Only. That was it. That was all.
Oh.
Welcome to Slappers Only, video game music podcast, where we listen to music. I'm Max. Jordan's here with us.
Hello.
And also here with us, we got a special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm the special guest. I'm Stephanie.
Hi,
Known Zelda liker.
Zelda enjoyer.
am.
This is an apology for not having you on our first episode when we talked about Wind Waker.
That is my known favorite Zelda game. But that being said, there are a lot of other Zelda games that I also love a lot. So that's the good news.
Mm-hmm. I hope this is one of them.
This is one of them. Yes.
Controversial Zelda game alert.
Maybe.
Takes alert. Takes alert.
The thing is,
I'm not offering any takes.
the thing is, it's a good game. So
It's a good game.
yeah.
It
We're talking
came
about
out-
Skyward Sword this week.
We're talking about Skyward Sword, the wonderful 2011 game for the Nintendo Wii. I remember
A game so dangerous that you had to wear a condom when you played it.
a game so dangerous it came with a live concert CD because it was Zelda's 25th anniversary. Yeah, that's right, because this game is 10 years old because it's getting re-released nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which is wild.
This game was... It's really funny because this game was the 25th anniversary of Zelda release title. And then now they're doing a 10th anniversary Skyward Sword release. Time keeps flowing,
Time
folks.
keeps flowing. You know what my favorite thing about the 10-year anniversary of Skyward Sword is? This is still only the second most recent console Zelda game.
They don't...
Right?
They don't
really
do
don't
very
make 'em a
quick-
They
lot.
don't make them like they used to, and by that I mean they don't put them out.
They just don't
Do you
make
think that
them.
we're gonna-
They don't make
Do you
them.
think that Breath of the Wild 2 will come out on the 5th anniversary of Breath of the Wild 1?
Yeah, maybe. Remember when Breath of the Wild was untitled Zelda Wii U game?
For the Wii U?
Yeah.
For the Wii...
I
For
remember...
the Wii U.
Do you remember that one E3 when literally the entire thing Nintendo talked about was Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
We're not here to
Vaguely.
talk about that. I don't even know why I'm on Breath of the Wild now. I just like that game. We were talking about it in Discord earlier.
It's
We're
a
talking
good
about
game.
the one where you get a shoe bill. This one, you fly around. There's pumpkins.
You get to
see
fly around
some
on a duck.
moblin ass. What more could you want?
You get to swing your sword however you want.
Mm-hmm. Zelda has
However,
bangs.
Zelda has bangs. Very
Zelda
important.
looking pretty good in this one.
It also has the most important character in the entire Zelda franchise.
Oh, yeah.
The man who has stolen my heart, and I don't want it back.
He also stole your wallet. Sorry about it.
Can I tell you something that I was really scared about? Was because I don't really engage with the Zelda fandom at all. So I was afraid this week that I'd come in and then I'd be like, "Oh, I love that horrible man," and then I would get canceled. Is what I was.
Jordan,
afraid of.
have you met me?
I don't know. We all have bad taste, but this is good taste.
He's
Yeah,
good.
you would be canceled if you said you didn't like Groose.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a person being like, "I fucking hate Groose.
No.
Fuck that guy."
He gets a
No,
redemption
can't
arc,
be
too.
done.
So, like,
He's
he
America's
gets
sweetheart.
yeah.
He's large, he's a jock, he gets a redemption arc. He's got big funny hair. What more is there to like about Groose?
And, like,
He named... You go,
he
Steph.
was never... He was a bully, but he never did anything, like, so unforgivable. Like,
He wasn't problematic.
yeah.
He did do animal abuse at Link a little bit.
A little bit.
Cage it.
Yeah. But Zelda
Among
puts
Us.
him in his place, and then he gets his redemption arc
That's
by
true.
being good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got funny music.
Yes.
So
He gets horns.
He's got funny music.
he gets his own Hoenn horns. He must be a Ruby and Sapphire
Yeah.
fan.
Zangroose.
Ooh.
So one thing about the soundtrack for for Skyward Sword, Breath of the Sky,
Breath of the Sky.
This is Legend of Zelda Skyrim Sword, and the one thing about this one is
You're
that
finally
this
awake.
this was released in the Wii era, where if we talk about the sort of Nintendo musical ethos, the Wii was when they said everything's going to be an orchestra for a little while. So Mario Galaxy, Skyrim Sword, those are very orchestral, which is new for the Zelda series, and I like it.
I like it.
It rules. They really went off on this soundtrack. They made so many tracks, and they all sound amazing. And yeah, it's really different for like all the previous Zelda games, which rules to me.
There's also, I feel like, a very distinct lack of, much like Breath of the Wild does, where it's very hard to get the classics in there. They're very detached from the sort of tracks that we know and love. They only briefly poke their head out to be like, oh, yeah. See?
I mean, it's more like them poking out and say, "Hi, I haven't been born yet."
Yeah,
This is the prequel game.
It is the prequel. It's the first game in the series. It sets the stage for everything that has already happened in the Zelda series before this one.
It's like it's really funny for a series with a continuity so fucky as Zelda, where Nintendo had an accident and then they had to try to like clean it up, that they did take the bold choice of making like an origin story for it. But I think that Skyward Sword, I keep almost saying the wrong game. I think Skyrim Sword is a really good origin. Like, I think it works really well.
Oh, absolutely.
The games. And sometimes, hey, one of the games references it later. That's kind of cool.
I will say, I mean, we spoil every game we talk about here. So just skipping to the fucking very end of the game, I think the coolest thing the game did was like, it didn't even need to do this, but I like how the game explains the reason Ganondorf always fucking comes back and Link and Zelda always had to fight that fool. It's like, Demise is like, I'm the wizard who cursed your dick. Fucking see you in 100 years.
Literally.
I'll be back. I like the part where you get to create the Master Sword. That's my fandom brain moment that I enjoy. Can I also tell you my horrible cursed theory about Skyward Sword?
Yes.
Before we get started on
Please.
music. Okay, so you know how at the end, spoilers, sorry if the game is 10 years old, whatever. Skip, I don't know. Do whatever you want. We play it fast and loose on this podcast.
You don't play Zelda
so you know how
for the
at
story.
the end, Link and Zelda, and I think also Groose, they like go down to the land and then they probably like have a lot of children, like lots and lots of children, and then they populate the entire Earth by just the three of them.
Just the three of them.
Just that thruple. And then the people up in the sky, they stay there. Maybe some of them come down, but my horrible theory is that some of them stayed way up in the sky forever, and over time they evolved into horrible little chicken-headed bird creatures. So the Ukas are just the people of Skyloft. Thousands and thousands.
You're up in the air too long.
I love that.
It's my worst, most cursed Zelda fan theory. I'm glad you like it.
I love it so much, and especially because like the Ukas are one of my favorite parts of Twilight Princess, and I love that Zelda does continuously have, like, not every game, but many of the games have, like, sky people. They're just like, Minish Cap, there's just people in the sky up here. There's a sky dungeon. Why? I don't know.
Can I offer another piece of evidence for why the Ukas are descended from the people of Skyloft?
Yes.
What's the item that you find in the city in the sky?
The double claw
Second
shots.
claw shot.
And what do Ukas not have? Human arms.
They don't got hands, do they?
Ooh.
So why are there claw shots up there? If at some point there wasn't a person using them up there with their human arms.
Checkmate, Aonuma.
Confirmed.
Yeah, that's confirmed to me.
Yeah, no, we said it. Sorry, Doug. It's ours now.
Doug don't like what I did to his people.
He doesn't get a say.
Anyway.
Doug wasn't there when Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword came out, so he can suck my dick.
Yeah. Reggie gets nothing either.
No.
He was a regular Koopa back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skyward Sword, music very, very good. We got a lot of the main Zelda composers here. Why am I on the Wikipedia page for video game music? we have Hajime Wakai, Shiho Fuji, Mahito Yokota, and Takashi Hama. A lot of heavy hitters in the world of Nintendo music.
Yeah. No Koji Kondo though.
No Koji Kondo, interestingly. I wonder if that...
Well, there's no Koji Kondo, but Koji Kondo did compose, like, Zelda's Lullaby and the Great Fairy Song, and those songs get rearrangements here. So
it says that he wrote the prologue theme on Wikipedia.
Okay.
So
I wonder if that has anything to do with the really big push to make the game so orchestrated compared to how like previous Zelda games were. Like, I wonder if they tried to get composers whose style was maybe more not compatible, but, you know, worked a little bit better being fully orchestrated like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because Koji Kondo likes to get a little nutty with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that man can't be stopped.
He cannot be stopped.
I will say that to confirm my theory that Mahito Yokoda was one of the composers for Mario Galaxy. So if we're looking for a person with orchestral chops,
Orchestra, baby.
Yeah, there you go. There
Adds
he is.
up.
There he is. Got
there
it.
He is.
Love that.
Well, I think it's about time we can start getting into it.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Now, Steph, you're our guest, which means you get to go first. You get to bring the first slapper of the day.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a slapper that this one, I don't even know if this is like a deep cut or not, because my concept of like which Zelda's tracks are like really popular is maybe not the best. I used to.
Oh, that doesn't matter. On this podcast.
I know. Oh yeah, I know. I used to make a ton of Zelda playlists when I was like early university, maybe like 10 years ago, and this is one that made it onto like so many of my playlists because it is just a fucking banger. And I'm not going to start with like probably the most obvious choice. I'm going to start with Stalfos, the battle music that plays.
I very nearly brought this one.
Don't normally love battle music. Normally I'm kind of like, okay, this is just loud. It doesn't really, it's not catchy. It's just kind of like, it gets you in an intense moment for a battle. But with this one, it's just super catchy and just like, it hits these notes that are just so fun to me. Like, I don't know. They really tried to make the battling fun in this game, which I know a lot of people are going to say it wasn't. But I was one of the people who...
Wrongly.
I really liked it, and I think they did an amazing job with this track. This one is so fun to me.
It gives me big, like, Russian vibes.
In Soviet Hyrule, bones rattle you.
I can see that.
I like... See, I do like the fact that for the first time in the Zelda series, they kind of put sword play front and center, which I like a lot. Once again, when you don't need to recalibrate, and everything's working nicely, your controller's moving smoothly, it's very fun to try to get past the dodges and swing in the right direction. I like that. I just don't like having to set the controller down to recalibrate sometimes.
Yeah, I did that a lot.
A lot of it feels like, I mean, when you think of Skyrim sword combat, you think of the Stalfos. I feel like that was like one of the very first core gameplay ideas that they're like, okay, we want to make a game where like a dude with a lot of arms has his swords in a way such that you can only hit him one direction.
Just to clarify, because I haven't played this game in 1,000 years. Stalfos is the guy with the two swords. You gotta swing.
He's
like,
the skeleton.
I think doesn't he have like he has like 6 arms in the game, right? Or
and you
4 arms
gotta
or
like
something?
get through the swords, right?
I know there's Coloctos has a bunch of arms. I think Stalfos has more than 2, but either way, he like will put his arms and hold his sword so you can only hit him one way, which is just like a very cool concept because like they had to make an entire fucking attachment for the Wii remote to let you do that in the first place. It's cool.
Yeah,
and sometimes you just gotta poke him.
Protection.
Sometimes you just gotta do a jab.
Sometimes you just gotta do the jab. That's a fact. I do appreciate that Skyward Sword wasn't gonna be baby shitty Twilight Princess combat, and I say this as a person who loves Twilight Princess. It's one of my favorite Zelda games. It's maybe a hot take, but I don't care. But I prefer Twilight Princess controller than Twilight Princess waggles.
Yeah,
and the fact that they commit to making you swing in directions as opposed to just doing waggles is good, and I like that.
I agree. Because I only played Twilight Princess I never played the GameCube version until like later, and so I'd only played it with the swingy Wiimote, and it's fine.
There's just no reason for it. It doesn't need it.
Yeah, I see what they were trying to do, but like it's not perfected, and so it's like you should just play the game with a controller. You should just play the original GameCube, not reversed map version of it.
No.
There's no reason not to. I think that kind of goes back to one of the more unforgivable things about Zelda as a series, is that starting with Twilight Princess, when they made it a Wii game, like, that was... I remember reading an interview in Nintendo Power back in the day where, I guess it was an interview with Aonuma, who said, yeah, we flipped it so people, 90% of the population is right-handed incorrectly, and that kind of, like, Link became right-handed going forward, because in every other game he was always a lefty.
Yeah.
So I always held that little bit of representation, and I've been betrayed by Aonuma and everyone at Nintendo, and I deserve an apology, I think.
It really is wild that they flipped the entire everything.
They flipped the
Entire
whole
ass
map,
worlds.
and you're a lefty, right, Max? So it's like you had to play right-handed.
I didn't, though, is the thing. You never, like...
It doesn't make you... There's no reason to play it with... Like, there's never any point where the position of your controller
Right,
matters.
that's a good point. It just matters... Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
And that was always what was weird about me. Maybe it's because being a lefty, I'm used to, like, having to do things right-handed because it's not designed for me. Like scissors. I don't have left-handed scissors. I do it right-handed because I've always, like... I had to basically teach myself how to do it that way. And with Zelda, I never felt a disconnect of holding the Wii remote in my left hand and Link swinging a sword in the right, because it never bothered me. So I truly don't know what Aonum was on about when he was like, it'll feel better for righties if it matches their hand. It's like, when
Can
I
you
play a
this game left-handed?
Can I what?
Can you play Skyward Sword left-handed?
Yeah.
Well, like,
again,
you can't
it's
swap.
only a gesture.
Yeah, like, you just hold the Wii remote in the opposite hand, but, like, there's no way for you to, like, go into the game and change the settings and make it so that Link holds the sword in the left hand.
Southpaw mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My immersion. It's broken. Link is holding the sword.
Never
See,
game of the year.
I kind of think that the motion control could be... Well, sorry, from an accessibility standpoint, it's garbage.
Yes.
And
Yeah, of
because
course, of
that,
course.
It goes in the
Thanks,
trash.
Nintendo.
Like that sucks. But for me, one thing that I've learned a lot from, like, gyro aiming, and also, like, they've just, for the Skyward Sword remake, they're going to put it on the analog stick, is that theoretically, by putting an attack on a motion or on a stick, you can use that button for something else. But, I mean, Skyward Sword doesn't really do that at all, and neither does Breath of the Wild, or, I fucking forget fucking Twilight Princess. There we go, my brain took a second. But, I mean, the fucking Wii had, like, no buttons on it, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. Good choice, though.
Love a Skellington.
Love a Skellington, dude. I believe... Whose turn is it to pick now? Is it yours, Max, or is it mine?
Looking at the... No, it's yours, because I went first last time.
All right. Well, I'll bring something delightful for all of you.
Aha!
Speaking of battle themes, can we talk about... there's a genre of villain that I don't think gets enough love in video games, which is just the genre of, like...
Do you mean the gay-coded
not
villain?
really...
The gay-coded twink villain?
Yeah, the one who's just, like, gets really nutty with it.
Fucked
the one
up
who's
Joker
just
guy?
Like a pillar man. Or a JoJo villain.
Yeah.
So... I really love Girahim, and I think everyone who plays this game remembers the nasty tongue boy of Girahim. And I think that Girahim is probably the most memorable fight in this game.
Yes.
For sure, I would say. And how suited that he has such a fucking banger of a boss battle theme.
Yep, that's the same slap for me.
Very, very good.
That's the same slap for me. It's good.
I love the fact that that when you fight Girahim, it's kind of like he's just messing with you, like he's just having a little bit of fun. So half of the music is just like, better watch out, hey, this is he's gonna fucking kill you. But then there's also kind of a dancey sort of vibe to it. I mean, his second phase, the time you fight him, literally puts in some castanets.
Yes,
which,
I love the castanets so
which,
much.
Max, you know me and you know we'll get to it eventually, my favorite video game song of all time also has castanets in it, so that just activates me.
Yeah. What if Girahim get fighter jet?
Yeah, listen. Big clangy cymbals is really good. I like moving to the gameplay. The fact that Girahim will grab your sword, take it from you, and then explain the boss fight mechanic to you in a way that is like he's taunting you. He's like, the way you telegraph your attacks, it makes it too easy. And it's like, you fucker.
I'm not even using 1% of my power right now, Linky boy.
He's so good.
Is there anything more fucked up when you're playing Skyward Sword for the first time than when you swing at the boss and he just catches your sword
He pinches
in his
it with his like front two fingers. It's so fucking sick.
I was a teenager when I played this game, and my solution was, okay, I must have to just swing it harder.
That's what I thought too. No, you're not alone, Jordan. I had such a fucking hard time fighting him the first time.
Oh no!
God.
Yeah, he definitely, so Girahim's not my favorite boss battle from Skyward Sword, because that goes to Koloktos, but...
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry. Koloktos is the best one, and then Girahim's the second best.
Because Koloktos, if you have played Skyward Sword and just don't remember, is the guy that has, like, multiple arms, and they all swing swords.
You gotta rip the arms off.
Yeah, and
Big middleman.
You have to use the whip to pull his arms off, and then it's just so good.
And then you get to pick up his big sword, just like in WiiMotion.
Yes!
Bash him apart!
You pick up his sword and smash him with his own sword. It's so good. But Girahim, you get to battle him like 3 separate times, and every time you battle him, he gets harder. And he just, the part where, like you said, where he grabs your sword is just amazing. I love him as a villain. He's like you said, that's really the best kind of villain, where he's just like weird. I don't even know why he's like this. He's just
I think
sword
of
man.
also Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. It's just like, just a weirdly sexual nasty boy who's just got his hog out. Like,
He's there to taunt you.
Girahim's got a bulge. Like,
I think people don't talk enough about how he's literally just Demise's sword. Like, after you beat him the third time, Demise is like, okay, come back to me. I am now going to turn you into a sword. Just like how Fi is like Link's sword.
well, it's the best is that like there's a part in the fight when he pulls out a sword. Like, he's got a sword. Who's that? Who's his sword?
I don't know.
Who delivers the mailman's mail?
Yeah. I will say that when you get halfway through the fight, at least the first time, and he pulls out that sword, it adds a snare drum, which is fucking sick. Love it. Like that's the thing about Skyward Sword, is that it is really fun to clang your swords together. I really like that. I guess that's not really an experience that any game has really tried to capture outside of one of two choices, which is those sword fighting games that all the white supremacists like to play. Yeah. And then the other one is like VR games. So like, if you're looking for these experiences and you don't want to be in those crowds, then play Skyward Sword, I guess.
You should.
I want a mod for Beat Saber that makes the blocks look like Girahim's sword coming at me, so I just gotta bash him away.
And then when you gotta duck under his big nasty tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm also realizing
that
now?
fucking when he go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm realizing now too is that this is like the first Zelda game that let you replay the boss fights like at any not at any time, but once you get far enough in the game, when you get to like the Thunderhead area, the dragon guy like lets you go back and rebattle any boss fights you want at any time.
Actually, you can rebattle in Majora's Mask whenever you
Well,
want.
that is okay. That is true, but there's only 4 of them. So, and one of them is a goat that you just roll into. So like,
oh my god.
I mean, a perfect boss battle, but it's still just
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
But this is one of the first times when there's like a solid like 10 boss battles and you can just rebattle them whenever you want to. And so I feel like they had to make the battle music really good in this game.
Yes.
The boss fights in this game are pretty cool, actually.
They're pretty much all like really damn fun.
We haven't done a Zelda episode since I've come up with my my Zelda thesis. My written academic paper on Zelda. Mind if I share it?
Please do.
So I controversially, I love Zelda and I always have, but I controversially would say that Zelda games are not in the traditional sense good games, by which I mean that they don't have the best combat, the puzzles aren't the best puzzles, like the actual moment to moment gameplay of Zelda is pretty middle of the road, but the completed package of all of the different aspects of the game, as well as the atmosphere, the music, and like the art and the style and the items, and all of that comes together to make a very satisfying, very good game.
Yes.
So what I would say is that Skyward Sword is a perfect example of a game that, if it wasn't a Zelda game, I would really dislike. But the things that happen in Skyward Sword are so fucking good and so cool that I think it's like actually really good. I'm thinking of some of the really cool moments that happen in Skyward Sword that I'll always think about, which let me just throw one out there. Sailing on the time travel lake in the desert.
Oh my god, yeah, unbeatable.
Where you can just make a little back in time circle of water around your boat is like whoever came up with that deserves a gaming prize.
All of the time travel stuff in Skyward Sword is so well executed.
It's so cool.
It's the best because Zelda has done time travel so many times. Like it's a huge time travel game series, but they do it the best in Skyward Sword because they will build entire puzzles around immediately switching back and forth between different times, and then the music changes when you go in the past versus the present. And so like like 2 whole dungeons, like the 2 desert dungeons, both. And I love the way they incorporate it in the story where they're like, yeah, back like thousands of years ago their technology was like amazing, and now it's just gone, and they had this amazing technology that lets you travel back like in this small little zone area. It's just so cool.
And if you ask me, it might be a little subtle nod to the lore because time travel is a big aspect in the series, and now they've created a mechanism by which characters can go back in time. Think about it.
It's really cool.
Well, you think that when young Link pulls the Master Sword out in the Temple of Time in Ocarina, he's bonking one of them time stones.
Yeah, did you not notice that the stone is directly up top? No. The back in time, the sword is in the back in time stone.
Yeah, and he pulls it out, and it
the world is
deactivates.
Perpetually 8 years in the past, and then when you pull the sword out, you return to the normal timeline, which is 8 years.
We've
in
cracked
the future.
it. Now they have to write a brand new Hyrule Historia because we just solved it.
Yeah, confirmed.
Good job, gang.
Confirmed.
Does
that mean that the Harp of Ages from Oracle of Ages is like maybe the strings in that harp are made from that ancient like robot technology?
The time shift crystals?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Or like, the resonance of the strings activates the almonds inside the crystal, and you're good to go. Boom, back in time.
Because I always like to come up with game mechanics on my brain. It's just something I like to do. I think they should have put the time shift crystals in a bow and arrow. Like, you could shoot the time zones.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There was also, you say there were 2 entire dungeons, but there was actually a third, there was a mini dungeon that involved carrying around a ball.
Oh, yeah.
That had the time shift in it.
Oh, yeah.
That one mechanic is so good that they used it 3 times, and it was extremely good every time.
It was!
Good as hell. Bring it back, Breath
Max,
of the Wild.
what do you got for us?
Okay, I got so I'm going to bring what I think is a much more deep cut than either of what y'all brought.
Ooh.
Because I was listening to this whole OST earlier today as I was building my plastic Gundam models, as I am wont to do. And I noticed so many more songs that I kind of like. It's the kind of thing that you only hear once or twice, and then the game kind of glosses over it, and you don't hear it a whole lot. And this one song is like, it's this very weird, like, melancholic, sad feeling that I was listening to. I was like, wow, damn, I never paid attention to it. So this is a song you hear early on in the game when you see your funny little blue ghost lady friend dancing around Skyloft. You gotta chase after her and see where the fuck she's going. And you get your cool sword, which may or may not become the Master Sword, who could possibly say. But the song that plays when you get this sword is simply called the Goddess Sword. The vibes hit immediately, because starting off, you hear Fi's theme on that pan flute, that very, light, airy version of it. But then you hear this, like, very rhythmic harp being plucked in the background, and, like, the strings start to come in, and you hear these, like, very light, like, piano or bells, like, can't really tell what they are in the background of it. But it's just this very weird, like, The train's coming in now too. Awesome. It's like this very like contemplative and beautiful track that's like weirdly sad, because I think at this point you go get the sword and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna go fucking get Zelda. So it's like kind of where your journey proper starts, because you have a real sword. Mm-hmm. But it's just this very beautiful track. I really, really like it.
I think that the I would say that I like the fact that this song is very harp heavy, because the harp is kind of a sort of a physical musical motif in this game. Obviously, there's the goddess harp, I believe it's called.
Yes.
So to have it be very harp driven is very fitting, which I really like.
Yeah, I had like 5 different songs that are kind of associated with Fi that. And I guess this one kind of is, even though it doesn't have her name in it. But, like, I had, like, 5 different songs where I was like, these are all so fucking good and so pretty. Yeah. And I don't know if I can choose any of them. And I don't know if I could choose, like, which one is the best out of all of them.
Yeah, you've kind of thrown a wrench into my works, to be honest, Max. Because if I bring my song, it's going to be basically the exact same song.
Cool. Good, fun.
We'll see how I'm feeling about it.
We'll see. I like and respect Fi. She never really bothered me a whole lot when I originally played the game. Maybe I was just too good at keeping my Wii remote batteries topped up.
My complaint about Fi, I like the character. I like that a lot.
Wonderful design.
Don't like how you would see a puzzle and say, this will be a good conundrum. And then she would pop up and say, Master, solve the puzzle by pushing the block to the left. And I'd say, I didn't ask for this. Please.
Yeah.
Like the worst one is in the Ancient Cistern, which is like the coolest Zelda dungeon ever created, where you have to literally like lift the giant Buddha up and then go under it. And not only is there a sign that tells you that you can lift the giant Buddha and go under it, but then Fi will also be like, Master, lift the big Buddha. The solution is down there. And you're like, please. Let me play.
I do wish there was an option to let her give you less hints, because like sometimes you just don't want them. Like, I feel like it's like you should be able to prompt her if you want like an overworld hint, maybe, because sometimes you don't know what you're supposed to be doing next. Like, maybe give me a reminder what I'm supposed to be doing. But like, I don't want an unprompted clue every time I'm trying to solve a puzzle.
Yeah, it really takes away a lot of the like brainness of the game when Fi just kind of tells you how to play it. And
I will say, come on. I do like, I got this from you, Jordan, but I feel like Zelda's vibes, right? I feel like even with Fi running around and telling you how to solve everything, it's still a fun time just because you just get to kind of exist in that space. And, there are certainly times where she doesn't tell you things, but it's just, I obviously agree with, I wish she would, not say as much. I don't expect them at all to fix that in the re-release of Skyward Sword, but I like to have around. And again, a lot of that is kind of informed for me personally by Hyrule Warriors, because Fi is like really fucking fun to play as, because half of her attacks just like have her turn into the goddess sword and slash around with it.
Oh, sick.
It's really cool.
Nothing brings me more joy than the fact that there's a little, you get to hear the little Fi sound in Breath of the Wild if you do the Master Sword trials.
Ooh.
That's just, and it plays the music too.
That's another. You know what? This is like insane YouTube ass fan theory, wishful thinking. Mm-hmm. What if in Breath of the Wild 2, Ganondorf has the Girahim sword?
Ooh.
I would love that.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Nintendo is too much of a cowards to ever reference their lore that deeply.
Lore exists in one game and in nothing else.
Their lore reference capacity extends only to the realm of fan service.
Yeah.
Which is why Fi was allowed. I always said Fi. It's hard to unlearn. I'm going to keep saying Fi, actually, because that's what I'm being true to myself. I grew up saying Ocarina, and I unlearned that bad habit, but I'm going to say Fi. It really was nice that Fi got to be in Breath of the Wild. But I think that our Nintendo God Emperors were throwing us a bone, and they're laughing at us if they ever expected us to mention. Because when I remember when Breath of the Wild came out, I was like, oh, the Koroks are there, and so are the Rito. So this must be a sequel to Wind Waker that takes place many years in the future. And then Nintendo was like, actually, it's its own thing.
So we
haven't made a sequel to Wind Waker.
I have a theory about Breath of the Wild and where it fits into the timeline, because after Ocarina of Time there is a 3-way split in the Zelda canon. One is to Wind Waker, one is to Twilight Princess, and one is to A Link to the Past. So my theory is that Breath of the Wild.
I thought one of them was to Wind. I thought that it was Wind Waker.
No, it was Breath of the Wild. Or
Wait,
it was Ocarina.
Wind Waker is in the timeline where Link dies.
Nope.
In the,
Yeah,
in the
Wind
Zelda
Waker's
Plus.
in-
Link dies in the timeline that does A Link to the Past, because that's like the darkest timeline.
Yeah, that's where Ganon comes back and starts causing crime.
Yeah.
Oh no! What it is that Wind Waker takes place. They even say this at the beginning of the game. It's that it takes place in the world where Link doesn't show up to the fight. He just never shows up, and so the goddess has to flood the entire planet to stop
right,
Ganon.
because it's the
The child timeline.
yeah, because it's the timeline where yeah, that makes sense. Yes. But yeah, so
What were they
all
thinking?
3 are different timelines. My theory is that Breath of the Wild is like at the end of the Zelda timeline, but it like all 3 of the other timelines have converged back into one again. Like they've just remerged back into one timeline. So it's kind of like a sequel to all 3 different splits at that point.
No,
I
I'm
think
right there
it's
with you.
funniest. I think it's funniest if it takes place, because obviously Koroks and Rito are Wind Waker exclusives.
Yes.
And the reason I think that it belongs after Wind Waker timeline is specifically because of how funny and angry I think fans would be if it was like post Spirit. Like Spirit Tracks is the world has unflooded by Spirit Tracks. It takes place in the Wind Waker continuity. Koroks and Ritos, right? And then Link creates a railroad infrastructure all over the world that allows Hyrule to sort of expand outward, right? It builds all these things, and all these cities are being developed, right? And then they discover ancient technology, and thousands of years pass, and then there we go. Now we're in
Bada
Breath of
bing,
the
bada
Wild
boom.
time.
Yeah?
And I think Breath of the Wild being a sequel, an indirect sequel to Spirit Tracks, is just the funniest option.
Yeah,
It is.
that's the true ending
Yeah,
right there.
I do love the idea of Wind Waker finally getting a sequel.
Wind Waker 4.
Yeah,
no,
they-
it's the sequel to Wind Waker 3 Spirit Tracks.
They went from Wind Waker to Wind Waker 3, who only Nintendo could think of something so bold.
Yeah.
I hope that in Breath of the Wild 2, most of it takes place in the Tower of the Ocean King or whatever it's called.
Oh,
God.
you have to go into Hyrule Castle every single time you
have
do
to
like a shrine.
You have to keep coming back.
God.
It's a fucking no, and also because it's in 3D and that whole thing was like a glorified stealth mission, it's just you have to keep sneaking through Hyrule Castle in Ocarina of Time, and it plays the music also as you're doing it.
Oh, God. Jordan, evil.
We're really good at making better Zelda games, I think. Let's bring it to our second round of picks.
Okay.
What you got, Steph?
Let me. Okay.
Yeah, here's when the difficulty begins.
I'm gonna pull. Okay, so we kind of talked about this really briefly earlier in the server about how it does still count if it's a rearrangement of a song that's not originally from Skyward Sword, because they did do a new version
Yes.
of the song. And I didn't originally pick this track. I love this one. I didn't originally pick it, but I'm gonna go with Zelda's Lullaby.
Oh, perfect.
So one of the big reasons why I picked this track is, I mean, it sounds beautiful anyway, but the specific reason that it works so well in this game is because of how they use Zelda's Lullaby in this game. Because it comes up exactly at the point in the game, it's like maybe halfway or 2/3 the way through the game, where you've beat the first few dungeons and Zelda basically says, you have to go back in time, and she says, I have to put myself to sleep for like 1,000 years in this crystal, while like to seal demise away, and then eventually I'll wake up again in the present time. And so you have this really heartfelt goodbye with Zelda while Zelda's lullaby is playing, while she's about to go to sleep for like 1,000 years. And I just love that moment. It's one of my favorite parts of Skyward Sword.
I think that one of the best things that Skyward Sword does is like actually build a relationship between Link and Zelda in a way that like kind of motivates the character in a way that doesn't really happen in other games.
Yeah, well,
like they basically they try to have like a story where characters talk to each other.
Well, she's not
which
a
has never
princess.
happened in this.
so
Yeah, she's just regular.
They're just like people who talk.
They're friends.
And like they're just like hanging out.
Mhm.
And it's like in Ocarina of Time, the game that everyone likes that I have other opinions about. I don't fucking know why Link is doing anything. I don't know.
Because he wants
because
to.
the
He's
Deku
bored.
Tree told him to.
Like in Wind
bored.
Waker, there was it was your family, it was your sister that kind of sets Link out. In Ocarina of Time, it's because Link is bored and it's just like Yakuza, he's just chasing that content.
He didn't want to, because what happens if he stays in Kokiri Village, he has to hang around fucking Mito all the time? Fuck that guy.
Is
I just
Skyward...
think that I think that as horrible as it probably is on a replay, because I haven't replayed Skyward Sword, and I know the intro is unbelievably, possibly unbearably long.
It's fine.
I think
fine.
it sets up the stakes well.
It does.
It gives you motivation to play.
Is Skyward Sword the most anti-monarchy Zelda game? Because it's like the only Zelda game where there's no royal family.
Yeah, the royal family hasn't existed.
They don't
yet.
exist.
Yeah.
Zelda's just some girl, and you're just friends. She is like descended from Hylia or whatever, so she is like got the goddess blood, but like she's not royal. She's just.
I like how there's
Right.
at least 3, maybe more songs in the soundtrack that are just like romance, the kissing song,
Link and Zelda want to
Romantic bird
smooch, but
trip.
Groose is there.
Bruce's romance theme, though.
Gruce's romance. They want you to know. They want you to know that there is no kissing in this Zelda game. I don't think, but they.
Maybe an HD version, who knows?
Yeah, an
Fingers
HD
crossed.
version. An HD version. It's like those people who were like, I want a mature Zelda game. I want a Zelda game where they fuck.
I want to dismember a Moblin.
I want to cut a Moblin's head off, and then I want Link to get his dick out.
They could have let you been completely nude in Breath of the Wild, and they were cowards.
They should have.
They didn't. They should have. Breath of the Wild 2, Ganondorf's gonna pop
It
up.
would have been
fucking
tasteful,
hog out.
tasteful nudity in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah? You're just wind
Delightful,
gliding on your,
wonderful.
like, paraglider, and you're just dick out, just flopping in the wind.
Just dangling
flopping in the wind
over
like
the
a
vistas of
little,
Hyrule.
You know the things at airports that tell you which direction the wind is blowing? And it would have gameplay benefit, because like you would need to track the direction of the wind to maximize your glide time, so you gotta get a little peek at it, and then that'll tell you which way to turn.
True.
We've developed an entirely new physics system for Link's dingus.
Perfect. You know what pisses me off? They keep saying that because they're like, oh, Skyward Sword's coming out. This is the game that originated the paraglider. And I'm like, it did fucking not.
No, it didn't. Who is talking? What the fuck did they? It lets you slow your descent.
Yeah.
You can't move with
But
it.
Wind Waker.
It's got the sailcloth.
Wind Waker had the leaf.
Oh my god, you're right.
It had the leaf. So
I mean,
Skyward
even
Sword
leaf.
did not invent paragliding for Zelda.
It's called this. It's not even it's literally just a big cloth. It's the fucking sailcloth. What are they talking about with that?
I don't know.
I think part of the reason I don't want to include Breath of the Wild in my list of favorite Zeldas is to spite the, like, people who are too weird about that game who are like, this is the best game ever made. It's like, play a different
Not
game.
though. It's a great game, but it's not the best
not.
game ever made.
I know.
I mean, to track my thesis on Zelda, I wouldn't put Zelda Breath of the Wild as the best Zelda game because it's like barely a Zelda game because it
exactly
has like gameplay and mechanics. to it.
It's like my 9th favorite Zelda game. I do have it ranked among the other Zelda games, but there's like 9 other games that come before it, or like 8, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
a
no
good
Link
game.
Between Worlds. Ugh.
yeah.
All right, Jordan, what you got?
Well, this is challenging for me because I didn't realize that you were going to bring something that was kind of in the same vibe as what I was going to bring. So I will throw it to you, Max, to ask whether I keep my important but very similar vibe song, or maybe I bring something that's a little more of a heavy hitter and put mine to the side. What do you think I should do? Do we want a list that is maybe a little less well balanced but true to ourselves, or do we want something with more distribution that maybe isn't my true feelings?
No, we need to be true to ourselves in this podcast because we're always right.
You're right. We're always right. You're right. Well, then my next pick is Feast Theme. So here's what I like about Fi's theme, and I think this kind of goes to the whole game, is that I think that because of the fact that Skyrim Sword is kind of not really the creation myth of Zelda, but like the origin story of Zelda.
It kind of is the creation myth of Zelda.
It is kind of the creation myth of Zelda. That it has a little bit of a spiritual side to it that a lot of the other games don't. I mean, well, what I'll say is that like Ocarina and maybe even like Wind Waker and those kinds of games have sort of a spirit. The spirituality of Zelda is like, the Temple of Time, like a big church with a big, like a choir in it, right? I would say that the spirituality aspect of this game is more sort of tailored towards like Eastern religion. Like there's the ancient cistern, right, which is
big
just
Buddha,
like Buddha temple. So this has sort of like zithers, and it has like either a pan flute, or I kind of hear it as like a shakuhachi, like that kind of woodwind sound. That I think it's really nice, and I like that this is who this character is, and what their role in the actual story is. I don't know. I really like it, and I like that it comes at the end of like you're kind of chasing this ghost around town, and I don't like what Fi does in the game, but I do like Fi as a character.
Yeah,
I like Fi. What also I really like about Fi, more speculative, Girahim has like a quote-unquote normal human form, so it implies that Fi does too. I want to know what like human Fi looks like.
I mean, I feel like the form that we see her in, like, I know it's not quite human, because it's not quite the same as how Girahim's is, but I feel like that's kind of, like, analogous to what his human form is. She just kind of floats, though.
Yeah, she just kind of floats around.
Yeah.
The final time you fight Girahim, he gets that, like, metallic sheen to him, and his eyes go like pale and everything. So he looks, like, the same as how Fi looks. So, like,
true.
Maybe she just went too nutty with. Maybe she was like
sealed
away for too long.
It was the Nintendo learned their, because everyone likes Midna. Midna's cool.
We love Midna,
but what people don't like about Midna is when she turns into like a weird lady at the end.
People don't like that
personally.
Some people love it, but I like it.
I think people love it a little too much, Jordan. I think people love it a little too much.
I think it depends, because some people...
I think I have to ask the question of which is worse: people who love when Midna turns into a normal lady too much, or people who love Midna as she is presented in the game too much. Because both extremes are actually very very
lesser
bad.
Of two evils.
Yeah, people should just not be horny for Midna, and that's like the end.
No,
of
if
story.
you're horny for Midna, please turn off this podcast. And
this is not for you.
No.
This is not for you. But Midna is just kind of like a fun little goblin gremlin. But what I'm saying is that as a controversy of Midna turning into just like a weird looking lady at the end, maybe they didn't want to do that with Fi. They were like, let's keep Fi as like a cool robot friend, and let's not give her a human-ish form, because then maybe people will draw lots of horny art about her.
But then they still made Girahim, and like, I mean, I don't...
Well, that's the thing, is that Nintendo had yet to learn. This is a pre-Bowsette Nintendo. They didn't know how much free publicity you could get by having people be horny at your video game.
That's true. And I guess people are less horny. I mean, okay, I don't want to say people are less horny about male characters, because there's definitely a lot of people who are horny about male characters. But they're horny in such a different way about it. And it's kind of different to have, like, the weird, sexy twink sword man be like that than to have, like, sexy sword lady be like that. There's a difference.
Right.
They were trying to protect themselves.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
Oh, I also like in Fi's theme that there's just some like big gongs and bells in the background. That's really nice.
I'd love to hear a bell and a chime and a gong in a music. It really helps with the atmosphere.
I just think that Fi is a really cool character. And I think that the game kind of does her dirty, but I like the idea of like the Master Sword personified as a gameplay element, which is kind of cool.
That's the thing, like, Skyward Sword made it so that you realize the Master Sword has always been this sword lady, so fucking, where's the other one? Where's the Dark Master Sword? Can I use it in the Squeakquel?
Once again, Zelda is afraid to ever talk about the lore again.
They don't
like to do it. They're cowards.
Except for when they put out the expansion path with Breath of the Wild, and all of the quests are like, hey, look at this fucked up thing that comes from a different game. Anyway, goodbye.
Yeah, that's true. They did do that. And, like, Breath of the Wild was really good for being, like, we have named 10,000 locations on this map of Hyrule.
Yeah.
And
The fact that there's a Lineback Island makes me so happy.
there's just so many
He
references.
discovered it himself.
Yeah.
He discovered it. It's Lineback Island. He died there.
It was his last. It was the only thing he ever did with his
Yeah.
life, as he died on Lineback Island.
Also, can I say though, no one named the land underneath the clouds underneath Skyloft Hyrule. As far as we know, the first person to give it a name was Groose and calling it Groose Land.
Yes.
So I think we should start respecting it. It's Groose Land to me.
You're right.
Yeah, that is the original. It's kind of like, I mean, there were people living on. Hey, you know what else is fucked up about Skyrim Sword?
Skyrim
Is
Sword.
You get down there, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a couple people living there already of creature races that are never seen again, right?
Kikwis and Magmas.
Kikwis and Magmas, and I think the
Third
Kikwis,
one.
I would guess, are like, Kikwi, Kokiri, Korok,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, right? Like
Plant
little
dudes.
forest guys. Little guys. Magmas, I don't know what the fuck. Who the fuck are they? They never show up again. There
They
is
showed
one
up in,
there is
Minish
one
Cap.
Goron
Yep.
in Skyward
One
Sword.
single
Just
Goron.
a normal default Goron who is just there, and he's just like, hey, I'm a Goron, I'm regular. And they don't like are the Gorons like the original beings of the earth? Were they like the first? Is it like the fucking dwarves in Lord of the Rings? Like they were, well, the elves,
from
and then
Earth.
the elves are the fucking Kikwi, right? Like the
elves are,
Koroks,
the elves
Kikwi.
are the fucking
Yeah.
Hylians.
Well, I feel like the
No,
Hylians
I-
are... okay, I was gonna say the Hylians are like the Valar, but no, that the
Oh, yeah,
the Valar
okay.
would be like Din and Furor and
See, what I'm
Naru.
thinking, here's my Zelda cosmology, okay? So the Kikwi, Korok, Kokiri, those like forest sprite people, right? They were the original beings who were there first, okay? The Gorons are like the dwarves, so they came after, but they also get to live forever. I don't think we ever hear about Gorons dying. Oh wait, they do die. They can die of like
They don't
death
need enough
causes.
rocks.
They can die from
They can
dragon.
die if they starve to death, yeah.
Yeah, who among
Or if
us
they get
though?
killed by monsters. And then the humans, the Hylians, were created by the goddess, and they put them up on a big island. But they die natural deaths. They are mortal.
Yeah, so they are
Sure.
the men.
They're the men. And then they came down from the sky event later. So confirmed?
I think that's confirmed. Yeah.
Addendum. Fi and Gear Hima Mayar.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're just right about that.
And Demise is just Morgoth, right?
Yeah, Demise
Like-
is Morgoth, and like I feel like Hylia is
Oh,
probably
I'm
just
sad now. I'm sad now because if Demise is Morgoth, then that would make Girahim like his lieutenant, his Sauron.
Well, that
Like
means
his
that means that Goma is Ungoliant.
Fuck. that's
Okay.
so good.
We're
Can I
getting
say-
we're getting places.
Can I say, my girlfriend and I have, like, hours ago, before we talk about any of this, made plans to watch, because she hasn't seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies, so we're going to watch Fellowship of the Ring tonight after this recording. So very, very auspicious that we're talking about this
love
right
I keep
now.
thinking about like, should I do an extended watch?
Yeah,
It's a 3-hour and 48-minute movie, and I'm going to have a great time showing
you
it to her.
gotta.
Are you watching the extendeds?
Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Fuck yeah. You get to see Bilbo's trolls. You don't get to see
love
Tom Bombadil though, or his
Thank
hot elf
God.
wife, his elf GF.
That's the one thing about Zelda that they did.
That's the
really
extended
There's
cut.
no.
Tom Bombadil and his that's really the e-girl and her podcaster
Oh
being
my,
Oh my
god.
God.
Fuck you. That's the one thing they did better about Zelda is that there's no Tom Bombadil equivalent.
Yet. Breath of the Wild 2 hasn't come out yet. You don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
Max, round us out. What do you got for our last pick?
Oh boy, I'm also struggling because I got a lot of things I could pick, a lot of things that I quite want to pick. I feel like we've had a very interesting mix so far. But I'm also going to be true to myself and have a end up with a less balanced list overall. This is a game where it's like pretty much confirmed that Link and Zelda like each other, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not subtext, it's pretty much text. I want to talk about a little track called Romance in the Air.
similar slap.
Okay.
This is the track I think of when I think of Skyward Sword. This is the one that always sticks in my mind for some reason. And I think it's because, I mean, from an actual musical standpoint, it's like the woodwinds are syncopated in this really interesting way. Like, they're played on the offbeat of the song, and there's like this very light, it almost like, it almost sounds like there's like some Irish, like, ballad. It's a very interesting
sort of a
song.
pseudo-nautical instrumentation.
Yeah, it's like, it's on the offbeat, it's like ska. It's ska in the sky. And it's like, there's this cool marching drums that come in the second loop, but it's just like, I don't know, I listen to it and it makes me want to just like, it makes me feel like I'm in fucking Ireland or Scotland looking out and like morning fog or something like that.
I imagine that I've just finished watching the hit movie Artemis Fowl and the credits are rolling.
Let the wind underneath your
Let
loft
the
wings
carry at your back and the sun and what if Josh Gad shit out his doo-doo ass?
What if Josh Gad was a magma?
What if Josh Gad made dirt on camera and then he made fun of people who had celiac disease?
What if he
You get
unhinged his
Josh
jaw?
Gad. Yeah, Josh Gad is hiding in a treasure chest in the Earth Temple, and he's your item for there. You gotta use him to eat the dirt to get to the boss. The track is good, though. I like it. Link and Zelda's cute to me.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
It's fun.
I just think it's good that they had a Zelda game where Zelda got to be like a presence in the game.
Yeah, like the
Which is like
more
one
important
of the
than anyone else in
fucking
the game.
three
Really.
times that it's ever happened in the entire series.
No.
It's like okay, I'm gonna say some nice things about Spirit Tracks real quick. So if you don't want to hear that, cover your ears.
Okay, I'm covering my ears.
At
listening
least
intently.
Zelda is there for the whole game. Like Zelda
Yeah,
is just
she's a
your
cool
constant.
ghost.
She's just a ghost and she hangs out with you. The game is called The Legend of Zelda, and Zelda's barely in any of them. So if at least one of them, like I'm trying to think of which are the most Zelda-heavy Legend of Zelda games. This one's probably up there.
Yeah.
This one, Breath of Wild.
Breath. I mean, she's in some cutscenes.
She's one of the only characters who talks to you.
That's more than you can say about a lot of them. So fair enough.
Part of me, I'm so close to wanting to say A Link Between Worlds, but I know I'm just thinking of Hilda. The whole time.
You're
I'm
thinking
thinking
you
of
got Hilda on the brain,
So
which
Wind
she's
Waker.
cool Zelda.
you've always thinking about.
Cool
Hilda.
Zelda. Yeah.
She's goth Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wind
I mean-
Waker, she's fucking around all the time as Tetra.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Wind Waker,
She's
for sure.
she shows up like twice in Twilight Princess in her like horrible cringe Organization 13 robe.
Oh
What
my
is that
god,
about?
yeah.
Why
Hot
is she
Topic
wearing
Zelda.
that?
Fuck
Worst
yeah,
Zelda
dude.
design. I just don't care for it.
It's pretty terrible in
Yeah.
that game.
It's a
And
shame
then
they
she's
had
in
her like that.
she's in Ocarina of Time. Everyone, the best Zelda game ever made, the 10 out of 10 best game since Minecraft. She's in that game like twice,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I guess, no, you see her a lot as Sheik.
As spoilers.
Oh,
I like how the only
Jeez.
way that Nintendo can shoehorn Zelda into a game is by pretending that Zelda's a different a different person.
I think you can argue
When the
that like
fuck-
some of the best Zelda games don't even have Zelda even remotely in them, and like I'm gonna say Majora's
No.
Mask and
Yeah, she's not in Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask and Link's Awakening, two of my all-time favorite Zelda games, and Zelda is just not there.
But you get to play as her in Wand of Gamelon.
That is
Oh,
true,
that's
and she
true.
looks
Game of the
really
year.
good in that game. To
She
me,
looks-
She has a
extremely
cool like
good,
little
and
romper
she-
outfit.
And
Yeah.
she throws a book at Ganon and saves Link. So
Yeah.
I think that best. I mean, by that metric, Wand of Gamelon is the best Zelda game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would argue that.
Well, Wand of Gamelon is the best Zelda game, and then Majora's Mask is the worst Zelda game because it has no Zelda in it. So
Absolutely. If they don't fucking let us play as Zelda
if
in
you
Breath
think
of the
that
Wild
they're gonna let
2.
you play as Zelda in Breath.
I
of the
know
Wild.
they won't, but I'll be mad about it still.
Yeah, you can be mad. You can just say I'm going to be mad at Breath of the Wild 2 for not letting us
This is
play
a promise,
Zelda.
Doug Bowser.
That's okay.
What
but
if-
don't delude yourself.
What if they let you play as Linkle though?
Fucking going back to everyone play Hyrule Warriors. You can play as fucking Linkle. You can play as Marin in
Who
that
the
game.
fuck is Linkle? Hold on.
Linkle's a girl Link who has crossbows.
Why does it? Wait, is she from the crossbow training cinematic
she's
universe?
literally just
No,
from
she's from
Hyrule
Hyrule Warriors.
I know that, but
she
why,
is the
like,
most like this is my OC Linkle. It's Link but a girl,
Oh my
but she
God,
fucking rules.
it's
She has
fucking-
she dual wields crossbows. Jordan.
Yeah, she's from the alternate universe where Link is a girl and also Link's crossbow training was good.
Look at the design. Look at the image of Linkle I posted in chat and tell me she's not cool as fuck.
I think she's pretty cool.
She's-
I just didn't know she existed. I've never played this game.
If she wasn't a female version of Link, I would be like, she seems really cool. But like,
Why does she have?
yeah,
How does she reload her crossbows if she's dual wielding them?
It's Hyrule
Don't worry
Warriors. She
about
just
it.
fucking wishes it into existence.
Okay. It's like fucking Reaper from everyone's favorite game. She just throws him on the fucking ground.
Yeah, she just pulls. That's why her boots are so high, because she got a bunch of extra ones stored in there.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Hyrule Warriors is a good game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why am I looking at... I'm looking at Linkle's Zelda wiki page, and for some reason Girahim has just popped up.
You can play as Girahim in that game, too.
Oh, boy.
He's cool. He throws his knives. He uses his cool... He doesn't... I don't think he... Does he? I don't remember if he turns into his actual sword form, but he uses his cool, like, curved sword that he actually fights with in the games.
I just
That's
You
pretty
play as
cool.
Zant.
love looking at pictures.
You can
of
play as
Zant's pretty
Marion.
cool. We gotta do a Twilight Princess episode on this podcast so I can talk about how much I like that game for the vibes.
It has an amazing soundtrack. Midna's Lament.
Twilight
It
Princess
really
is a good Zelda
that's
game,
it.
and people... If you understood my thesis, then you would understand why Twilight Princess is good. But people
said
don't.
Sam just now.
But people are deluded into thinking that Zelda games are like about the gameplay, and because of
vibe.
that, they for some reason think that they think that Twilight Princess is bad, and they also think that
So
Skyward Sword
my
is bad.
take about Twilight
Gamers are wrong.
Princess is it's not a bad game, but it is my least favorite console Zelda game.
Of the
It's my
3D
least
ones.
favorite of all the 3D Zelda games. And like it is probably like my 10th or 11th favorite Zelda game overall, which doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not as good as a bunch of other Zelda games to me.
Yeah. It feels so, like, middle of the road, comparatively. Like, you think of Wind Waker, and the whole thing is sailing, and then you think of the main gimmick of Twilight Princess, and it's like doggy,
Dog.
and that's cool.
I mean, dog
but,
mode
like,
is pretty good.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like outside of that, the Twilight Princess doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, the whole Twilight Realm thing was, like, basically nothing. I don't know. I love the aesthetic of it. I love how, like, the characters are, like, top-level freakishness in
The
that
characters
Yeah,
are
they're weird,
good. I
and the dungeons are really
disagree
well
about
designed.
the aesthetic. I don't like the aesthetic at all. Everything looks like it was put through a poop filter. But
Well, it was, what, 2006?
I mean, well, yeah, but
So,
it's on
yeah.
the same system as Skyward Sword, though. And Skyward Sword looked really pretty. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
it
fucking
also,
painterly
like-
filter can't be beat.
I think that my brain has adjusted brown out because one of my favorite games ever is Bayonetta, and that game is brown as fuck. So
yeah, fair.
Sequel was blue as fuck.
unfortunately, games that came around that time were just diarrhea colored forever.
I'm glad we got better.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Those are our 6, though.
Let's list them again.
We got Stalfos, Girahim Battle, the Goddess Sword.
Goddess Sword.
I am so baffled
you brought Zelda's
that no one
Lullaby.
said Ballad of the Goddess. I'm so baffled.
Well,
This is the thing
technically,
about
Steph,
Slappers-
you did, but backwards.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. I did say
This
it
is the
back.
thing about Slappers only.
Yeah.
I've realized something. And it's not a problem with us because we're always objectively correct. But
Yes, true.
the guest formula means that our lists are always really weird,
Yeah.
and that's okay because
good.
it means that like the most obvious picks, everyone's afraid to bring them because they're like, well, I want to bring my 2 special songs. So like when we did Persona 5, we didn't bring like half of the good songs that everyone likes. And that's just okay.
That's
That's just
okay.
how guests. That's just how guests.
Sorry
We're
about
not
it.
gonna pick 9. We're not gonna pick 9 songs. We tried that one time and it was too hard.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely
whenever
not.
we do a guest episode, it always gets extra weird. And I'll tell you one thing: I wouldn't have voted for Ballad of the Goddess.
It's
Too obvious.
Yeah.
Too obvious.
I have a really hard time, like, even though I think it's one of the best Zelda main theme songs of any Zelda game, I have a really hard time voting for the main theme as, like, the best or favorite song from something. Like,
Yeah.
it is really good, but then it's like, okay, but, like, look at all these other things. It's
exactly.
hard. Yeah.
That's how Slapper. That's how we operate on Slappers
Yeah.
only, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to
Yeah.
pick. We don't pick. Oh, if we did fucking Ocarina of Time and we just pick the main theme, it's like
Yeah, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
who cares? That's
we
why
get a
we'll-
little more spicy
Yeah.
than that.
So we got to get spicy, and that's why it's fun to do guest episodes where you really got to assess your priorities.
We break the formula. It's good.
All right, let's Do we do honorable mentions first, or do we?
We do honorable mentions first, yeah.
Hey, can I just bring two real quick
Yeah,
ones? Also, we didn't talk about the overworld sky theme, which is really, really funny. It's good. It's Mario Galaxy music to me, but it's not my favorite.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Let's just real quickly. I just want to get it out there. I want to get it out into the episode for your ears. Groos's theme.
Yeah.
Groos's theme is very good. Groos's theme was a meme at a certain point. That was really great. Remember Groos's theme goes with everything. That was classic. So let's just all take a moment and just appreciate Groos's theme, which is playing right now.
I almost picked it. It was very close.
I do love that Groos's theme gets like 4 fucking remixes in this game. Like,
because it's good. They got it in one.
They use that motif more than basically anything else in this game because they know that Groos is everyone's special little guy.
Aww. It's just really good.
And then I want to talk about. Do you remember that episode of Jimmy Neutron where Carl Weezer has a bad dream about a giant feral lima bean with big teeth?
Yeah, I do remember that, unfortunately.
Well, it's funny because so does Nintendo, because they put that giant lima bean in this game, and it's like the dumbest boss fight, one of them in the series. But I do like that it plays like some fucking Godzilla ass music as you fight, like some just straight out of a kaiju movie music as you fight the Imprisoned.
God, that Imprisoned is the Temple of the Ocean King of this game. So you fight that fucker like what, 3 times?
You fight him
Each
3
time
times,
it
and
gets a
he's the
little
dumbest
different.
looking creature in the world. But he does play cool Godzilla.
His
music
music slaps,
him.
and he looks so stupid.
Yeah,
He got big toes.
He's just got legs and a tail.
He gets extra limbs when you fight him.
Yeah.
He's just a giant avocado to me with teeth. Why did he look like that?
I don't know.
What was that?
But I'm happy he's there because then we get the Groosinator. And
the Groosinator.
That's
Also, I'll
true.
throw out there Cistern music if we're talking about like cool Eastern religion inspired music in my Zelda games. Ancient Cistern, very cool dungeon, very cool music, lots of like bells and metallophones and choral sounds in the background. The dungeon itself is inspired by the story of the spider's thread, which is pretty fucking cool. Has the best boss fight in basically the entire series, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
I'd say so.
yeah, my favorite in
So,
the whole
I
have
series.
an ancient-
And it's just like, it's probably the most unique Zelda dungeon theme they've done. Well, maybe not ever, because like maybe Stone Tower Temple is a bit more original. But like, the whole idea of like having a heaven and hell dungeon is just very cool to me. Like Zelda just doesn't do that.
Yeah, and it's got like it's just a very weirdly on the nose, like you don't expect to see a giant Buddha in your Zelda game.
Plus you get a
You
whip.
see it. I mean, and also they didn't put like what was in Ocarina of Time they had to take out, like they had just like
It was some
fucking
Islamic
MP3
chanting in the fire temple.
the Islamic chant that plays, they had to take it out.
Yeah, they did that.
Thanks, Nintendo.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
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 Just doing a little bit of cheeky appropriation sometimes. Just love to do it.
Do you have any honorable mentions, Steph?
I do. Okay, God, this is so tough because I feel like I have a list of like 20 songs and I'm like, okay, what are my couple honorable mentions? Okay, one of them is Batro's theme.
I love Batro.
This guy is just, I don't know where they even got the idea to include this guy. He's just this guy who lives in Skyloft, like kind of like hidden away on the island, and everyone's afraid of this monster, but he's just a guy. And
Yeah, he's just a dude.
when you see him, his music is just like kind of whimsical. Like, I don't know. I think it's really cute. It's a good touch to Skyloft to make it like a little bit like you're trying to figure out what this monster is, but he's just nice. Okay, that's one honorable mention. Let's try to pick another one. Okay, I'm gonna pick my other one is gonna be specifically the past version of the Lanayru Desert.
Oh, good one.
Yes.
Because
I was hoping we'd get some of this.
The present time music for the desert areas is fine. It's like just normal whatever, you're in the desert, it's not anything. But when they turn it to the past, they add I don't even know what they add to it, but it just makes it so much more fun, and it makes it sound like it's like somehow more modern even though you're going back in time. And the Lanayru Desert is probably my favorite region of the whole game because it has like the two best dungeons in the whole game to me, which are the Linearu Mining Felicity and the Sand Ship. And just all the past music is just so good. It definitely deserves a mention.
I want to say, speaking of that this is like a story for no one, but you ever have those songs that you like have stuck in your head, but then you don't remember what the song is?
Yeah.
That happened to me a couple weeks ago, yeah.
So when I played, so that happened with me with the Linearu Mining Facility music, that boss theme. I'll even play it right here. I had that song, I played the game, and then I, went on with my life, and then I had that song get stuck in my head, and I did not know what it was from. I did not know, and that song is like kind of, it's a Zelda dungeon, so it has this like eeriness to it. So I was like, why do I have this like weird kind of creepy song stuck in my head at all times, and I don't remember where it came from or what it is, or like how do I even look this up? Like, how do I get this out of my head? And then I was watching, fucking years passed. And I would get that song stuck in my head, and I would ask myself, what the fuck is this song? What is it from? And then I was watching an AGDQ speedrun of Skyward Sword, and they were playing that, and I heard it, and I literally, like, had this fucking religious experience where years worth of anguish and torment had just exited my body when I finally remembered what that song was.
That's so good. That sounds really relieving.
It was a very powerful moment. Hey, Max, I wanted to say, we didn't mention it. How do you feel about the fact that they put you in this game?
Yeah, I guess I had more of a bowl cut at the time when the game came out. My hair is different now, but yeah, blonde dude love bugs.
I can't believe that there's a song on the soundtrack just called Bug Heaven.
It's literally Bug Heaven.
That's what plays when you walk into my apartment.
Yes! I love this island. It's just an island you go to and catch bugs, and Groos's friend is there. He just has an island.
I love, like, Groos and his friends, obviously they're real shitheads at the beginning. I don't remember, what's it? I can't remember, the Groos, and this is like Stritch?
Yeah, Stritch is the Max character.
Yeah.
Yes, Stritch, and the little guy with the black hair is...
He I'd say 2 out of 3 of them are... Because I think the other one, his, like, side story is that he's got a crush on a person or something. I don't really care about that. But the fact that, like, Groos is actually kind of has a heart of gold and has a big redemption arc is really good. And the fact that Stritch is just, like, this weird little bug, this weird bug-loving man who's just... all he cares about is bugs, but it's also his biggest secret is that he loves bugs and he doesn't want anyone to find out. Very endearing. I'll always think about the horrible bug girl in Twilight Princess.
Agatha. Stan Agatha.
No, Agatha is a child, and she says, you give her a stag beetle, and she says, "Ooh, please pinch me, it feels so good." And I shake my head, and I walk right out that room.
SMDH.
Please stop.
Not to be the Hyrule Warriors talker all the time on this podcast, but it's a damn shame that they put Agatha in the game, and she fucking sucks to play as, even though all of her attacks are summoning giant spectral bugs to fuck up your opponents. Very, very
tragic.
Sad.
She has a really nice theme, though. When you do Twilight Princess, her theme music is pretty nice.
Yeah, I like Agatha. I have a couple of honorable mentions. So I got Lumpy Pumpkin, which is it's a very funny name. It's the floating island, which is it's basically the Lon Lon Ranch, and it even has the dun 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 in the background going the whole time. But it's like it's banjo, accordion, and harmonica. Very good, Jordan. Thank you. There's whistles in it. It's like basically we can't do a farm up above because we don't have livestock, but we got pumpkins.
What do they eat up there? They just eat pumpkin diet? Did they fish for birds?
I don't know.
No, yeah, they throw a pumpkin up. They feed the loftwings so many pumpkins that they can't fly no more, and then they eat them. That's how the fucking circle of life works up there.
Hey, Skyward Sword is the reason that we have is the first game with degenerating items. Also, just something to think about.
Only the shield, though.
Yeah, the shield.
Yeah.
I never really got that one. I didn't get why they did that.
You do get... Well, I mean, so it's like... It's weird, right? Because the shield degenerates, but you eventually do get the Hylian shield, and that is invincible. Mm-hmm. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, Lumpy Pumpkin's great. I don't step on the fucking chandelier. You'll owe them money.
Oh, God, yeah.
But it's just nice. It's nice and idyllic. I just really like, the whole thing of, like... With the advanced processing power of the Wii, we are able to have Link hold 10 pumpkins at once, and there's physics to it.
Yeah.
Same with the fucking bamboo game. I love that bamboo game.
That
Bamboo game fucking rules. Yeah. It's so good.
Bamboo slaps.
And my other honorable mention is Staff Roll, which is the credits music. It is just so fucking like bombastic. That bass hits you so hard right away. Hearing them play it live is like blasted my head off. It was so good, and it's this whole suite of like Ballad of the Goddess, and then it plays the Skylab theme, and it plays Ballad of the Goddess again, and it plays like the main Zelda theme. It is like this beautiful, like really fucking loud track of like, yeah, we got a fucking orchestra, motherfucker. Listen to this cool song.
They really nail the staff roll on like every game. Like I'm just thinking Majora's Mask staff roll slaps. It's so good. Wind Waker staff roll slaps. Like it always is really well done.
Yeah. Nothing like a nice music to put over the credits.
I personally like Zelda. Just me saying that. Putting it out there.
Shall we pick? Shall we?
I think it's time to pick.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've got mine, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So once more for the folks at home, we got Stalfos, we got Girahim Battle, we have Goddess Sword, we have Zelda's Lullaby, we have Fi's Theme, and we have Romance in the Air. I think I know what it is.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Girahim's Battle.
Fi's Theme. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the odd one out this time.
You want to come over to our side, Max, or you want to make your case?
No, I'm not going to put up much of a fight. I think.
Well, make your case.
I think it's more because I just really like Fi, like across the board. I think she's quite nice. She's a very cool character, really, really cool design. I like that she's not your kind of traditional partner character in those kinds of games. Like, she's this weird AI robot sword lady, which is like a cool concept on its own. She never really bothered me a whole lot, and I just really like the weird, like, mysterious airiness of her theme. But at the same time, I mean, Girahim's the same kind of thing as a Fi is, so I'm absolutely willing to hop over the fence and join pervert Swordland.
Can I say one thing about Fi? And this is just because of my brain. It's not the game's fault, I don't think. But when I played this game came out, what? I mean, it was 10 years ago, right? So it was 2011. Yeah? Or 2010? Yep. No,
2011.
2011, yeah. This game came out only a couple years after Portal 2 and Portal 1.
Portal 2 came out in 2011.
And when Portal 1 came out a few years prior.
2007.
Yeah. So it was, kind of a and the internet had been set afire by GLaDOS.
Yes.
So when this game came out and the AI you have like an AI companion who kind of makes like robot jokes at you, I was like, is this GLaDOS? I don't think it is, but like, is this GLaDOS?
It's GLaDOS adjacent, I would say. Not intentionally. I think it's just a sort of across the board. Everyone thinks a cool robotic AI lady who hangs out with you is a fun thing to think about.
Yeah.
And Fi doesn't make fun of you as much as GLaDOS.
She's not condescending. She just says that your batteries suck shit.
I kind of wish she was.
She makes fun of you for not.
What if Fi was rude?
She makes fun of you for not getting rechargeables. You ever think about? I always think constantly about how like we're only recently out of the world of like your controller's just eating money because you had to go out and buy fucking AA batteries all the time.
Yeah.
Just like how your controller had a financial cost to use.
Yeah, like I do complain a lot about how expensive Joy-Cons are, but I never take into account the fact that I have never once had to buy batteries for them. So
a pack of batteries costs like $20 for like 16 of them. And you can go through a pack of 16 batteries in like what, a month? Maybe?
What are you doing? How much electricity do you use?
Huh?
Depends on
with your batteries.
Depends on what you're using them for, I guess.
I use rechargeable, but my PC Xbox controller takes rechargeables. I just recharge them, and they'll die in like, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours of gaming, maybe. So I mean that's 2 batteries, and if these weren't rechargeable, that'd be like 6 times math, which I'm not going to do right now. So I would say like you got to buy a big pack of batteries every month. Okay. Recharge them.
I mean, I guess, the cost is offset doing it over time as opposed to one big purchase. But no, that's absolutely a valid point. Because I'm thinking, like, I don't think I I have an Xbox controller that I use to play, like, PC games with very sporadically. I don't even have my Xbox plugged in. But everything else is, like, rechargeable. So I think, I absolutely take for granted fucking that good lithium ion technology.
And how often
Yeah.
my parents loved to try to use the TV remote, and unfortunately, the scavengers...
Sorry, Mom, I had to game.
The fucking Mad Max scavenging crew has just rolled through town and stripped all of your remote controls of their batteries so we could play Xbox and Wii games.
Yeah. Had to bowl a perfect 300, Mom. You can't watch fucking TLC right now.
I needed to play Sonic and the fucking Black Knight, and if you wanted to watch House Hunters, you'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Sorry.
Sorry about it. So we're good with Girahim's theme.
That's to me.
Yeah. Gear him fucking rules. I love that pervert sword man.
I'm loving
wonderful character design. I love his tights. Love his cape.
So, love that
Perfect
bulge.
man.
Love the bulge.
Love that.
I'm
ball.
proud of him.
Respect the bulge.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
He's crushing it.
He's just living his
Nastiest
life.
man
Like,
in Gooseland.
he has no reason to be like that. There's nothing.
Is the
He's just
internet going to be
vibing.
ready for him to come back when the game gets re-released?
You know what he is to me? He's kind of like an Envy Full Metal Alchemist. Like, why is Envy like that? I don't know, but I love it.
He's living deliciously.
I just love
Yeah.
it. Like, Envy is just like that for no reason at all. And then Girahim is
Envy-
the same.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Girahim is just born to cause problems.
On
And
purpose.
just loves,
he loves it.
just like Envy does.
Yeah.
Like, they just love
love
to cause
Girahim.
problems. And Girahim just loves causing problems. Loves being like a messy, sexy dude who's just got a big bulge. Is the internet ready for Girahim to come back?
I think,
Is it gonna be a problem?
to me, this is the
Yes.
ideal time to finally put Girahim into Smash. Because they glossed him over when the game they glossed him over for Smash 4. They fucked up so bad. They never put him in. And now that Skyward Sword is getting its reemergence, it's going to be popular again. This is the time.
Can I say something about this? What better pick for a Skyward for a Smash character than a character who is a sword?
I know. Well, you say that, but I mean, Pyre and Myth are.
Oh, I don't
just
know
out
who
of
the
Smash
fuck
are also
they are.
literally
I don't know what
swords.
that means nothing to me. Those are just words.
Words to kill Max instantly.
Max,
I
are
simply
you
like
so excited
Xenoblade.
they're putting
I'm baby.
Bumbo and Gooba in Smash? I'm so fucking excited. My
They
favorite
put
characters.
Gomper in Smash.
They're putting Thomas Foss in Smash from Kyle XY.
Kyle XY and Slimy XX
Put
Echo
Kyle,
Fighter.
put Kyle XY in Smash and make Slimy be an alternate skin. That's what I'm saying. They should.
Josh
put,
is an
they
assist
should put-
trophy now.
They should put Girahim in Smash. The fact that we haven't done an episode since Nintendo was like, Hunter, me.
I don't want to talk about it.
Shut up.
Because by the
Fuck
time
you,
Jordan
Nintendo. Fuck you.
when next we record, Rise will have been out, so we'll have like brighter futures ahead of us.
We'll be healed. Our brains will be fucking filled with good chemicals. We'll be so
Be
happy.
wearing goose feathers and have a
I'll be
big
wearing
sword made
goose
out of a
feathers.
lizard's mouth.
I'll be wearing Groose's own feathers.
Goose
Wow.
feathers. Oh,
Took him
good.
right off him.
Shall we go to our questions, Jordan?
Yeah, let's go to the questions. We have a Twitter. It's at SlappersOnlyPod. You can drop us a little question. We'll answer it. Or a take. If you have any hot takes, questions, comments, pics of your own, drop them down below when we make our funny post every week. And we'll answer it on the podcast. So this week we got quite a few of them. Here's one from at MilkSuccubus1 on friend of the show Milk, who says, in a modern AU, Groose would clearly be a TikTok star. What kinds of videos would he make, and how popular would he be? Groose would make prank videos.
Yes.
He'd make prank videos, and I don't think he would get a redemption arc if he was being reinforced by...
No,
his-
he'd be a heel of TikTok.
Yeah, he'd be like, knock an ice cream out of a kid's hand social experiment.
Yeah, I could see that. I can also see Groose getting into like the TikTok dances. I can see him.
Now that's a much more wholesome thing to think about.
him and his squad just doing the TikTok dances, but none of them are like really that good at dancing, but they still try and they do still publish them.
I think Groose I think Groose is really good, and then his two friends are not, but like they join him, you know, and they make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ali also writes, side question, would Groose kiss a boy? What are your thoughts on this? So this is my answer to the question, synthesizing these two questions together. Groose, Strix, and whoever the fuck the third one are the boys in the British lads hitting each other's chairs and kissing?
Oh my god.
Yes.
I also could absolutely see Groose say, Da Vinci?
Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Da Vinci?
100%.
I mean, those brothers look like Strix mostly already.
Yeah, they kind of look like a halfway point between a Strix and a Gruses.
That's it's that like the triangle Twitter meme, but on one end is Grus, the one end is Strix, and one end is the third boy whose name I still do not remember.
He doesn't matter because his storyline isn't about being a better person or
liking bugs. And thankfully for me, I get to do both.
Here's one from @Pitmon on Twitter, and I don't understand this question, so help me break through it, of who this is referring to. This may be a little mystery. How would Link's canon girlfriend handle her transition, not Zelda, the one you can actually date? Who is being referred to in this question?
This is about Beatrice.
Who?
Beatrice. She is a girl who is
Okay.
in the Bazaar area. She's like, she always flirts with you. Like, she's always trying to hit on you, and I don't remember, like, how much you actually talk to her, but she flirts with you constantly in Skyloft.
Now, how would she handle her transition? Is the question from our listener here.
I think she'd handle it
I
pretty
think
well.
Skyloft.
She'd handle it pretty well.
She
I think.
seems like
Skyloft is a loving, accepting community.
Yeah, I don't think Skyloft is a community that is particularly, bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's a really, she seems very confident in herself. Like, the way she flirts with Link, she's, like, very sure of herself. I think she just, like, knows what she's doing, and she doesn't really give a shit if Link is, like... I mean, I don't want to be like, she doesn't give a shit if Link's not reciprocating her feelings, but she's just, like... I don't know, I feel like...
She's out there.
She knows what she's about, and I think she'd handle it well.
The only problematic person in Skyloft is Beetle, and he was so problematic that they don't let him touch the ground.
I
He's
love
not
it.
allowed to set foot on Skyloft.
It's some like legal statute. He can't set foot.
He can't
in
touch the
Skyloft.
ground after he made an ill-judged appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh no!
No, Beetle,
Yeah.
Here's an extremely important question from Alex @Alex the Virgo on Twitter, who says, "Is Gruce's theme ass shakeable? I feel like it is." Well, I have a few words for you. Gruce's theme goes with everything.
It does.
Yes.
Make it clap to Gruce's theme.
Rest in peace, Strict. He died making it clap to Gruce's theme.
Yeah, no, it fully is, though. Like, they put horns in there for a reason. You're supposed to shake your ass to it.
Exactly.
You're supposed to make it clap to that theme.
Yeah.
Here's one from
Tremendous.
Morg, Haunting the Morg on Twitter, friend of the show, who says, "How do you feel about BOTW keeping the Skyward Sword weapon breaking? That's all I know about the game, sorry. About how long will it be until you do another Zelda game for slappers?"
Won't be next week.
Breaking shields is
That's
so...
fine.
I mean, the thing about breaking shields in Skyward Sword is that you can just go and get another one.
Yeah.
So there's never, like, a point where you're, like... And you can just teleport back to the sky from the save points. So it really just turns into this really irritating inconvenience, as opposed to, like... I'm Breath of the Wild, the weapon degradation, I don't care about it that much. Like, I don't hate
fine.
it.
Yeah.
I think it creates interesting situations, but I get why people hate it. So in one situation, you're left in a spot where you need to, like, improvise and kind of make choices, and in the other one, you just need to go to the fucking store. You need to go back. You need to go to 7-Eleven and grab a new shield.
Yeah.
If you want it. So
Yeah.
I
An
don't
addendum
know.
to that is like that's already been a thing in other Zelda games because like they wouldn't shield degradation, but likewise could just fucking eat your shield and you have to
can
get a
eat your
new
shield.
one.
You have
Yeah,
to get
or it
another
could
one.
catch on
That's
fire.
been in the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've always been able to lose your shield in like more Zelda games than not. So it's like I feel like it's a natural evolution of it, and it's never like bothered me. Like, and I think Breath of the Wild is also fine because like the game's designed around losing weapons and getting new ones all the time. So it's like as long as it works well for the game, I'm not going to complain
Yeah,
about
I
it.
agree.
Like, my Breath of the Wild hot take... I have two hot takes about the weapon degradation system. One is that once you get the Master Sword, the game just becomes too easy, because you have a reliable and extremely strong sword that comes back relatively quickly. Here was my big brain idea, okay? I think that they should have made every weapon like the... So you know how at the end of each dungeon thing, you get, like, a special weapon?
yeah.
Those should just be, you should just be like bound to those weapons, and it just works like you can have one at a time. So you can pick to have the Master Sword, or you can have the sword and shield, or the
please.
bow, and then they break and then they just come back in 15 minutes.
I would love that.
That'd be
Or just
cool.
let me fucking use my wealth of items to repair a weapon.
Yeah.
You should be able to repair weapons with other items. That would also work really well, I think.
Yeah.
But it just always felt like they gave you these really cool weapons that had these like special abilities, and then you don't ever want to touch them because they'll break, and it's like too much of a hassle to fix. So
the idea wasn't like
cooldown.
Fully fleshed out, you know?
Put it on a cooldown.
Yeah, that's true. I never noticed it in Skyward Sword. Like in Breath of the Wild, I agree with what you're saying for sure. In Skyward Sword, I honestly forgot that there was weapon degradation or shield degradation until I read Morg's ass, because like I completely forgot that was even a thing. Because it's only the shield. Like, it's really just that. Because, like, you have all these other weapons. Like, your bow doesn't degrade. You might be able to upgrade it, but, like, it doesn't degrade. Like, you can't break it.
Right.
You can't break, like, the beetle. You can't break your sword. So it's kind of, like, all these things that, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't get broken often enough. And you get, like, as you said, you can get the Hylian shield if you want to get it, so that's not too bad. And usually when I replay Skyward Sword, I'm playing it on the, I don't know if it's called, like, Master Mode. The mode where it's, like, things are harder and you don't, like...
Master Mode.
The heart flowers never...
Or Hero Mode.
Yeah,
Hero Mode.
Those don't regenerate, so I'm kind of going to the store a lot anyway, just to, like, make sure I have potions on me, so it's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
The
yourself
other thing,
topped up.
I forgot to say this, I do love the fact that when you're... Speaking of upgrading things, the part of the game where you have to basically forge the Master Sword from the Goddess Sword,
Yes.
not only does it make the sword look a little more like the Master Sword at a time, but it makes it actually physically longer, so you get more reach with it. Which
Yes,
I
the
think
hitbox
is
changes.
Really
That's sick.
it's
That's
really
very
cool.
cool.
Last question is not really a question, but it's from Josh at Twigwrist on Twitter, who just says, "Wow, what a good game that everyone loves."
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I'm literally gonna cry when Skyward Sword comes out and I start seeing takes of people saying that the game is bad.
Oh my god.
Because it's like, I've come to peace with it. It's been like a decade, and I understand that a lot of people's problem with it is the accessibility, because that sucked and Nintendo really shit the bed on that. But like, when I hear people criticizing like the story or the dungeons or the music or literally anything about it that's not the accessibility, I'm like, you're so wrong. You're
The
so
vibes
wrong.
are really good in that game.
Yeah.
Your opinions are wrong.
They're strong vibes. I think my biggest complaint about the actual moment-to-moment gameplay, besides like the control issues and the accessibility, is getting to the dungeons for each area. Specifically, I remember the stretch between starting like going to the forest area and getting to Skyview Temple is kind of miserable, finding all the Kikwis. And I used to hate those Guardian trials, but I think they're really cool.
They're so good.
They're
really
so
cool.
good.
Yeah.
The music is really cool too, and they're fucking scary too.
Yeah.
Like they're really terrifying.
That clanging hoof.
The music in the
Yikes.
Silent Realms before the Guardians wake up is so pretty. Like, it's
really
beautiful,
cool.
and then they wake
And there's
up and
different-
you shit your pants.
And it's terrible.
Good game.
Those are all of our questions. Thank you all very much for sending them in at Slappers Only Pod if you want to send them in for next week. Max,
Hey.
what you got something for me?
All right. So I was thinking what game to bring for our next recording, and I wanted to, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to do another game on the Wii. I want to see if I can do a different generation. But then I thought, well, we've been doing so many like, Japanese composers lately. I want to see if I can get something outside of Japan. And I was thinking, well, what other games came out in 2011? And wouldn't you fucking know it, Jordan? You said the name of the game that we're going to do already in this episode.
Oh no.
So grab your potato batteries.
Oh my god.
Grab your high jump boots, because we're talking about Portal 2.
We're gonna get a little bit irreverent on this podcast. A little bit of
We're
that.
gonna talk about funny robo jokes.
We're gonna be getting a little random next week. Hey, Max, get ready to make some lemonade.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Make life rue the day. Gave Cave Johnson lemons.
Dave Johnson, throw those lemons with some lemon grenades. A little bit
I
of
still laugh
random
just as much
internet
now as I
humor.
did back then.
Hi everybody, it's me, Wheatley. I'm played by that funny guy.
Hello, I'm Stephen Merchant.
I'm friends with Ricky Gervais. He's a real piece of shit. I don't know if they're actually friends.
My friend's an atheist, and I am too because I'm a robot.
I can't stress this enough. I do not know if Stephen Merchant and Ricky Gervais are friends.
They are, I think. They do shows
Everyone
together
in
all the
England is
time.
friends.
They're
Pretty
we're all
much.
from the old Frady fascist island, aren't we?
Oh, blimey, governor.
Oh, I'm the silly one.
Yeah, we're talking about Portal 2. Fucking fun
I
game.
like Portal 2 a lot.
Oh, we should do co-op sometime, Jordan.
Oh god. Portal 2 co-op, when you add in 4 portals at once, I don't know if I'm so my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I could play Portal 2 in the next 2. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll
Good
become
pick.
enlightened geniuses
Great
in the next
pick.
2 weeks.
Great
It'll
pick.
be fine. Thank you.
Stephanie, thanks for being on and talking about Zelda with
you
us.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe
Yeah.
the good news is that every Zelda game has different music, and I promise that we'll do another Zelda game. So don't worry, if we need you to come back on, we'll get you back on.
Perfect.
We'll call the expert back into the studio.
I'm the
Maybe
Zelda
call-
expert. I'm the Zelda opinion haver.
Mm-hmm. I
Morg
mean,
wants
as
to
far as
know-
I know, you have more tattoos about Zelda than either of us do combined, so...
Yeah.
I have 2 Zelda tattoos that are like literally Zelda tattoos because I have a Link's Awakening half sleeve and then I've got a Wind Waker tattoo. And like this other one that I have is almost Zelda inspired, but it's not exactly Zelda because it's based on my favorite MC Escher art. And wouldn't you know it, there's a funny little bird man in that Escher piece that looks a lot like the Ukas from Twilight Princess, which are often thought to be inspired by that. So,
God,
I mean, they're both weird as hell, so I believe it. Checks out to me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Ukas are so good.
Weird.
Horrible little
Disgusting
They're
creatures. I want a
horrible. I
life-size
love them.
statue.
freaks. The fact that their babies are just severed little heads that fly around. Just the word. I also love that the City in the Sky dungeon, I believe, requires you to do the like cuckoo flying. Like you have to at some point pick them up and use them to glide, which is never
Yeah,
been done
because
in a
you have to
dungeon.
recruit the fucking clowns down to the lake to build the cannon for you.
God. Everyone in Twilight Princess is a horrible clown. Like
So
every
good.
character in that game is a clown, and it's horrible,
It's a
and I
lot.
love it.
So good.
It's disgusting, terrible game. I love that game so much. The first Zelda game I beat.
Good game.
All right, let's wrap things up. Thank you all very, very much for listening to this episode of Slappers Only. You can find all of our episodes at slappersonlypod.com or at slappersonlypod on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at BradipusRex, and you can listen to my 2 other podcasts. The first one is Kamurocho Radio about Yakuza, and the other one is called Kylex Y about Kylex Y. Max?
Wonderful show. I'm Max. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, etc. at MaxyBajillion. I also have 2 other podcasts. One is Pod of Greed, world's #1 and only Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast, sponsored by Kaiba Corp. That's on Twitter at Pod of Greed Cast. My other show is called Wow Cool Robot, a show where me and a friend watch Mobile Suit Gundam. That's on Twitter at Wow Cool Podcast. And what about you, Steph?
I'm Stephanie. You can find me on Twitter at Age of Oddish. And I have 2 podcasts to plug technically now. One of them is called City Girls Make Do. It is also on the Noise Space Network, and it is a podcast about Sex in the City. It's finished now. So me and my friend Alex watched every episode and all the movies of Sex in the City. And we recorded like 99 episodes or something about it. And it was a lot. We finally made it through. It killed us emotionally, and now we're embarking on a new show, which is our second podcast. First episode should be out when I edit it in the next week. That one is called County Girls Make Do, and it is our
title.
deep dive into the OC. So we're continuing to stay in that 2000s era, and but now we're jumping from the East Coast to the West Coast, and from 30-year-olds to 17-year-olds. So
Immaculate vibes all around.
yeah.
Just the hugest brain move to tackle that. That's just next level. Incredible.
You're so brave.
Love it. We're hosted by the Noise Space Network, home to all of those podcasts that we just talked about, as well as many other shows such as Live Free, Twy Hard,
Fear baiting.
Nana Roy's Night Marinara.
Elite Full Restore had an episode recently.
did.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, I just gotta say, every time I hear Night Marinara, it's like Literally, no one has ever had a better podcast title than that. Like,
It's literally the
It's
greatest
so
Roy
podcast
just went
title
off.
of all time.
It's so good.
Nana Roy's Nightmare in Era is incredibly powerful. Well, I think that's all we got for this week. Next week, next episode. I always say next week, but we do it. We're smart, so we do it every other week. We'll be talking about Portal 2. The last game that Valve ever made. The last real video game that Valve ever made and released on a console.
That people could afford and play.
The last video game that people played that was made by Valve and wasn't Dota 2. Thank you, Valve.
Thanks, Valve. Thanks, Gaben.
Thanks, Gaben. I'll send you an email later. But that's all for this week. Girahim's theme, though. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty
And
fun.
what do we say at the end of each episode, Max?
Ask not for whom the track slaps.
It slaps for thee. It slaps
Bye.
for Bruce.
Byward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.